Hey, my name is Jeff T, and this is my documentary. So today I'm going to be talking about my life. I'm just going to be looking through my phone notes a little bit just so it makes sense and I wanted to be specific too. So I was born in Pittsburgh, PA. I lived in a medium-sized suburban neighborhood. My parents did physical therapy. I grew up going to Catholic church. I still am Catholic and Christian, and I have a sister. My childhood was okay, some bullying here and there. I did hang out with most of my neighborhood kids and friends there regularly. I did have a decent amount of friends growing up. And bullying wasn't didn't happen too often, so. I went to a public school for most of my life, from 1st grade to 10th grade. In high school, I mainly got A's and B's, all of my schooling, since that was the expectation growing up for me. So you could say I'm a perfectionist in a way. And for my last 2 years of high school, in 11th and 12th grade, I went to a private Christian school called Eden. I would say this was a much better environment for me because I made even more friends. I felt accepted. And yeah, for the most part, I was finally able to live the normal high school life and go through all those high school experiences, even though I was going through some physical and mental things too during that time as well. In 9th grade, I had thyroid failure and was rushed to the hospital a week later with my parents not knowing what was going on before. I was also diagnosed with bipolar since I was being delusional while my thyroid was failing and I wasn't sleeping good. And basically, in short sense, my autoimmune system attacked my thyroid, and then it also caused some mental issues along that process. So moving forward, I didn't have too many friends in school growing up. Like I said earlier a little bit, really only the neighborhood friends and the few I did. I would say I had more in elementary school than in middle school. And but then in high school it got improved a lot more too. So I was kind of used to being with myself a little bit. I did cross country and track in middle school and high school. I think the interest started when my dad encouraged me to do it in the races that I did as a kid. I did just fun races, and it kind of just stuck around me for the rest of my life. And then in 8th grade, I took a strong interest in rollerblading at skate parks. I was decent at it, but by no means I wasn't like the best. So I really only did it until college 5 years later. I still kind of did it a little bit in college and even after that, but I think it just slowly faded away because I don't desire to do it as often since I have other priorities and things I'm trying to do in my life right now. Then I went to this college called La Roche in 2012 for 2 years, unsure of what I wanted to do, just to experience the college life, I guess. I ended up discovering music right around that time too in 2012. And then I dropped out because I just wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Before college, I worked at a sandwich shop called Jimmy John's. For 2 summers, I was driving my Volkswagen Golf, making deliveries. And then a few years later, I thought I would try audio engineering at a school called Capital University. I only lasted there for 2 weeks. I just didn't enjoy it. It was just too much, and I just didn't really resonate with how they were teaching music, and I just wasn't ready to take classes. I then went to Vet Tech Institute in Pittsburgh in 2015. I graduated a year and a half later. I was working in the field for 3 months, but to figure out if I would like it. But ultimately, I just didn't want to do it anymore because it was just too hard, too fast-paced. It just wasn't the right fit for me. I then worked at Sam's Club near me in Sewickley for 2014 to 2017. This is in Pittsburgh still. While I was figuring out life and wanting to go to music school to Icon Collective in Los Angeles. In 2018, I decided to move to Los Angeles to go to Icon, and I was serious about making music work. I didn't realize though how much longer it was going to take to get some of the career successes. Like 2 years later, I had a few label releases that kind of boosted my music career and notoriety, I guess you can say, or just like, I don't know, just my following, my presence. And pretty much, yeah, I also had my first romantic relationship during the time. It was good for what it was, for how long it lasted, for 5 months. So I also had a lot more friends than I ever could realize in 2018 at that school too. So fast forward to 2021, I also had another mental breakdown that led to a full year of me recovering and kind of taking a step back. But yeah, I got through it, and now we're here in 2022. I'm still unsure of what's going to happen if I'm going to stay in Los Angeles long term, and I'm wanting to become more stable financially by doing like another career or something, or starting my own business while doing music. So I'm currently trying to figure that out, and it's been a lot harder for me to make like really good music this year, but I'm still trying. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going to be making a lot more videos on traveling, what I do here in LA, fun things to do, concert shows, friends, and visiting places, and talking about my life, as well as giving tips on mental health, or just talking about life, just showing you my journey along in the process. So yeah, thanks for watching again, and see you later. Bye.